Now this is the second video that has to do with the body parts and what all these various parts are supposed to do. And we want them all to work, of course, in a coordinated way. But every part of the body has a more efficient position than another position that it might be capable of. I mean, if I head it down like this, that's not very efficient. I don't have any contact with the audience, and it's affecting my resonance. And giving me a lot of chest, throat resonance, a lot of tracheal resonance, so it makes me feel like and sound like I'm some sort of phony baritone. If I sing, oh, 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 it's better to sing with my throat completely free and completely loose, that we discussed when we were working on the other video, which we're talking about the body from the waist up. Now let's talk about what happens when I'm doing all these things from the waist up. What's happening down below? Well, the first thing we want to establish is what Mayo Delmonico called saving a leg. We always want to save a leg. And the way you do that is by always resting one leg. You don't use it. You take the weight off of it and you stand like this, or you stand behind you. Put the foot, some people stand with it in front of you. As long as you're resting that leg and your body maintains the sternal arch and the posture, you can even put your off leg in front of you. So there's no reason why I can't be free with this leg completely and do whatever I want to. Meanwhile, all of my weight is lined up on top of this leg. And you'll notice I'm not letting my weight sag to the side like that. I've got my body lined up over this leg. And if I do change to the other leg, I line my body up over that leg and take the weight off this foot. And now this foot is completely free. See? We don't need to be on 2 feet. You'll have stage directors that say, stand on 2 feet, and of course they've never sung. One of my favorite quotes is Gandhi's quote, everyone is claiming their own right of conscience without having practiced the discipline. And that's why there's so much untruth being delivered to a bewildered world. People who've never sung will suddenly say, oh no, you must have 2 feet, you must have a good foundation. First of all, any of you who've done martial arts, karate or anything, you understand that if somebody slapped me in the chest right now, I'd fall over backwards. There is no support in this posture. It's this is much more supported, and if you slap me in the chest, I can catch myself. So I can't really fall this way because I'm always ready to catch myself. So everything balanced on one leg helps the entire body and the breathing system and the diaphragmatic tension, everything we need to sing with, to operate as one unit to do one thing, which in this case is to sing. So we get on one foot, and I keep my toe pointed where I'm standing. When I'm standing this way, I'm facing the audience this way. My hip stays in. My hip is not straight. It stays in like that. And now I can do this, and I can be totally free. I can do anything I want to and stay completely loose and balanced. There's no reason why I can't be free to do whatever I want to. I'm going to go downtown, I'm going to go downtown and get something to eat, and you can understand what I'm saying, and I'm completely free. Everything is lined up. This leg is free to catch me if I need help. Meanwhile, if I'm really standing on the front leg and my hips are lined up, I'm maintaining my air column, and I've got my sternal arch, I've got my like a baby here to push. I've got this lean. It's not really a push. I asked Pavarotti if he meant to say push, spingere. And he said, no, spingere, appoggiare. He said, no, not push, lean. So he made a little mistake in translating from Italian to English. We'll forgive him because he could do anything he wanted to. He was so great. But the main thing is to understand what happens down here ideally when we're singing. Some people sing with their knees bent, like that. And it's not a bad way to sing. You don't really need to do it, and it can make you tired. Remember, when you talk to someone who has sung big operas, I mean, I've sung Meistersinger for Nuremberg. It's 5.5 hours long. Why would I flex my muscles in my legs like this all night? Why not just stand like this and rest this leg? I can rest it in front of me. I can stand just like this. Why not? I can cross my legs. As long as my balance is on that standing leg, and I want to look very casual, why not? I can sing that way. Morgenlicht leuchtet im rosigen Schein, von Blütensduft geschwellt die Luft. I can do anything I want to without having to flex my muscles. I've seen singers, Delmonico was one of them, who used to stand sometimes like this. But that sort of singing, first of all, it's not necessary. He's a fantastic singer, but I'm not sure that, that he sang that way because he had to. I think sometimes maybe he wanted to put all that. He was a tremendous energetic performer, not just a singer with a great voice, but he gave everything he had, and it was very exciting and thrilling to watch him sing. But from an ideal standpoint, if you watch U.C. Bierling sing, you stand like this. You sing just like that. Ma body to drama. And he didn't do anything, just stood there. There's no reason to work hard if you don't have to. You breathe, your abdomen goes in, and when you sing, you relax it. So I'm in a relaxation mode when I'm singing, except for this leg, which has got my weight on it. And my foot is pointed. Wherever I'm facing, that's where that foot is pointed. And this one goes off at a 45-degree angle. When I switch by stepping on that front leg. I don't let my hips go out or forward. Some singers will put their weight forward and stand like this. Well, you can see what it's doing. It's taking the sternal arch and the upper part of the chest back a little bit. I can sing that way. But what about? It's a slight difference in sound, especially up close. But when you get to the back of a theater with an orchestra between you and the public, it makes a huge difference. These little things like this make a tremendous difference. So what you want to do is get so that you line up like this. You don't want to stand this way. You want to just get a straight leg, get yourself balanced in a straight line up and down, and you should be free to do whatever you want to do, except keep that leg still and keep it straight. And then when you switch feet, so if I'm standing on my left foot and I want to move to the right, I do this. And my left foot now has no weight on it. It's just touching. Then I'll switch and go this way, and now my right foot has no weight on it. So you see there's a way to constantly take the weight off one leg and rest it. If I feel a little bit tired, I'll get back on the other leg and rest this leg again. One of my favorite stories is Birgit Nilsson, when they asked her, what does it take to become a great Wagner singer? She said, a good pair of shoes. Your feet are taking all of your weight, plus all of the energy that you use when you drop down, and everything is coming from way down below, and you want to get your legs really involved in what you're doing. And you don't want to lean back, you don't want to lose the line, you want to stand up straight like this, you want your head up, and then you have this position that goes all the way down. It's a vertical line from the top of my head down through my foot, and then I'm absolutely free to do this. If I'm tired, I'll switch feet, and then I'm free to do this. And always have no weight on one leg and all my weight on the other leg, and I never get my weight and my balance spread apart. I don't want to be in a position where if you just pushed on me, I'd fall backwards. I want to get so that I'm like this, and you push on me, I'd go, no, you can't. And it does happen sometimes when you're singing duets, particularly in big operas. You have some of these big people you sing duets with. And you're singing along, and all of a sudden, they'll come to a high note, go like this. And you get an elbow right in the tummy. And you better be standing there and not let it, because if you're like this, really, your partner can knock you down sometimes. You certainly will get moved. And it makes you look and sound a little bit insecure. So it's better to be free. See that? Hi, how are you today? So nice to see you. I can do this all I want. I can sing, ah. Then when I want to be easy and casual, and I can sing some kind of, questa quella, what's a good example? Questa quella, per me mi sono a quant'altre intorno mi vedo. Why can't I just be this young duke who's completely relaxed, casual, flirting with all the ladies? Why do I have to be all tense? I can just be like that. I can laugh. I can cry. And all the time I'm maintaining the alignment through one side or the other. And it's funny because Bill Monaco is one of the most energetic singers I ever saw, and he used to use his legs like this, but he was the one who told me, always save a leg. And believe me, he sang Otello, I've forgotten, 450 times or something. He knew all about singing monster parts and not only surviving them, but having fantastic success in them. So, I hope this will help you. You'll notice that there's not a lot to do in the lower half of the body except stay coordinated and line, and don't let everything flop out of line. Don't fall one way or the other. Don't fall front or back. If you go to the back and lean, you notice you can still do it on one foot. But once you start going like this, it gets harder and harder to stay on one foot. So it's much easier just to stand up straight. You have the sternal arch, you have the forward thrust of the sternal arch, and the shoulders then respond by staying where they are, and they're absolutely loose. I don't need to pull my shoulders back. Then I put all my weight on that standing leg, and I'm like this. And it's easy as pie to sing. You see that? La fleur que tu m'avais jetée, dans ma prison m'était restée. You want to sing as easily as you speak. Why shouldn't I just sort of talk? And why would I have to drive myself crazy? You know, just do that. And get your balance. And then rest your leg. See? Okay, hope that helps. This is the end of the body parts sections, part 1 and part 2. And I hope that these will help you.